They call me Mr. Story. We don't say the other name. When I first noticed it, I was playing basketball with my brothers, and I couldn't jump. And that was the same when I played any tennis. After 20 minutes, the problem would occur with a limp and unable to push off. I was at my second job I took for SAP, and basically I was in a training session. Since we were there for 6 weeks, I decided to walk around the track. First day I could do 3 laps, second day 3 laps. The next day it was 2 laps. I didn't understand why it wasn't getting better. I was just going down. And that's when I decided to check it out. I went to a neurologist. He suggested the MRI. The MRI came back with a number of lesions in the brain, which was highly susceptible of multiple sclerosis. But to confirm it, they had to have 2 other diagnoses as far as the testing. The one was the spinal tap, and the other one was the evoked potential. All 3 tests came back positive, and I did have multiple sclerosis at that point. For me, it started with my left leg, walking and stuff, and you get what you call as foot drop. I would be tripping because of that. Eventually, it was going to affect my whole left side. I'm left-handed. I can't even write right now because that's holding a pen. If I would have known at 37, I would have tried to get myself in better shape. Because it's atrophy that's going to occur in you, that if you don't use it, you eventually lose it. I can track that from when I was using a cane. I needed the cane for my balance, but after that, once I needed something a little bit like a walker, at that point, I could tell it did progress. My wife and I got involved with the MS Society. They did the MS Walk. Rob, at the same time, a little bit earlier, started with the MS Bike Ride, knowing how he felt about me having MS. Formed his MS Bike team.
The reason we do the ride is because of this guy right here, Mr. Story. I get choked up just because he's an incredible person.
This will be my 6th bike ride. Other than one other person that I'm questioning, I could be the longest running bike rider other than Rob.
It's a 2-day event. You can opt in for 25 miles up to 150 miles.
It's very time consuming what they do as far as getting themselves in shape.
We're going to take about a 12.5-mile tune-up ride.
Even the ones who volunteer, it's not an easy process. You have to show up at a specific time. You have to be there to help out. You get to see the good side of people.
MS is the amazing cause. I couldn't be more proud to support them and that Nest supports them.
Nest is awesome. I mean, you're a sponsor for the first time this year, and what that does, it relieves budget for the ride itself, and that means more funds towards the services and the research that we are working with for different health organizations.
For anyone doing the ride, I wish I had their fortitude of how much it takes for them to do it. They're doing a fantastic job. They make life easier for anybody that does have MS, much more than they'll ever realize.